Biological molecules. Introduction. For all the complexity of life on Earth, both past and present, everything shares a common chemistry. The cells of all living organisms contain only a few groups of carbon-based compounds that interact with each other in similar ways. This provides indirect evidence for evolution, as these biochemical features are likely to be derived from one common ancestor. So while there are many diverse species on Earth today, we all came from one original life form that possessed these biochemical features. Organic chemistry is the study of compounds that contain carbon atoms bonded to hydrogen atoms. Organic literally translates to relating to an organ or instrument, but here we mean things of biological origin. Carbon is able to form more different compounds than any other element. Almost 10 million carbon compounds have been described so far. The reason carbon is the most common element of all living organisms is down to its ability to form 4 bonds with other atoms at the same time, and that these bonds are stable but also don't require too much energy to break. Carbon also readily forms bonds with other carbon atoms, allowing the formation of long chains we call polymers. A polymer is a long molecule that is made of identical groups of atoms that repeat over and over again. Each of these repeating units is called a monomer. Mono means one, poly means many, and mer means part. So monomer means one part, and polymer means many parts. Between each monomer is at least one covalent bond. Remember, a covalent bond is formed from a shared pair of electrons. While not an organic molecule, the most common component of all cells is water. 70% or more of the total mass of a cell will be water. As a result of this, the interactions between water and the other chemicals found in cells is extremely important in biochemistry. The molecular structure of water and a few special properties it has gives it its role in supporting life. Chances are, liquid water is a requirement for any life, even alien life. So our search for life elsewhere in the universe involves a search for liquid water. 90% of living things is made up of just 4 elements. Carbon, hydrogen, oxygen, and nitrogen make up 96% of living matter. These spheres show the relative size of the atoms, not their abundance. These 4 most common elements in living organisms are often referred to by the mnemonic CHON, CHON. The next most common elements are phosphorus and sulfur. The mnemonic that adds phosphorus and sulfur is CHNOPS. Calcium and potassium are the next most abundant elements in organisms. The rest are only required in minute quantities, but are still vital for life. Some, like iron, are required by all organisms, whereas others are only required by some species. Summary. Despite the large differences between living organisms, they all contain only a few groups of carbon-based compounds that interact in similar ways. This provides indirect evidence for evolution. The most common component of cells is water, and our search for life elsewhere in the universe involves searching for liquid water. Keywords: biological, relating to living organisms; biochemistry, the study of the chemistry of living organisms; carbohydrate, molecules that contain carbon, hydrogen, and oxygen that provide energy for metabolism; cell, the basic unit of all living things; evolution, a change in the inherited characteristics of a population over time; monomer, each of the repeating units that makes up a polymer; nucleic acid, polymers that store genetic information, RNA and DNA; organic molecule, a molecule that contains carbon bonded to hydrogen. Peptide, a short chain of amino acids. Polymer, a long molecule that is made of repeating groups of atoms. Polypeptide, another name for protein. Protein, long chains made up of many peptides joined together.